MG has come out with its version 3.0, and I'm joined by the CEO Emeritus, Mr. Rajeev Chaba. Thank you, Chaba sir, for joining us. Pleasure as always to speak to you. Congratulations, first of all, for the comet. I think it's really creating wonders for the certain audience that you're targeting. Tell us about the off-record response. Bookings will eventually begin, but how's the response been on the ground when the viewers, the customers, the dealers, how are they talking about the comet? I would like to know that.
I think it's very interesting, and the response has been pretty good. See, the beauty of that product is that you cannot ignore it. Some will like it, some may not like it, but you cannot ignore it, and that's what is happening. And there's a huge leads generation right now, and people want to take a test drive and experience it. As you yourself said, bookings will start from 15th of May, so we don't have any numbers on bookings as such. It will start from 15th May, but the response is very good.
Okay, so I'll jump straight to the ship now, addressing MG 3.0. Give us a highlight of the MG 3.0, all ready to, pump up the Indian market and, of course, the global market. So tell us about MG 3.0 and what does it entail for the brand in India?
So right now we are going through MG 2.0. MG 1.0 was our foundational years. MG 2.0 right now what we are going through is our phase of growth and profitability and sustainability so that we can utilize the current capacity of the plant. Today we shared the roadmap for MG 3.0 which is 2025 to 28, the next 4 years kind of a plan in which we are saying we'll have a second plant in our current place, Halol, Gujarat. So and that second plant should have a capacity of 180,000 cars so that both the plants put together will have capacity of 300,000 cars. We need additional 5,000 crores. So we are saying we are going to dilute our holding to ensure that Indians actually own this company in a majority way. And that's how we are going to get the funds. We will launch 4 to 5 cars, mainly EV. So by end of 2028, we hope that 65 to 70% of our car sales should be EV.
Right. So, the talk of raising investment, stake dilution have been on for a very long time with various names coming up on the picture. Could you help us clarify on really in times to come who will own MG India? I know the plans are a bit preliminary, but yes, you could give us a sense on what are the plans out there.
So we are talking to multiple players right now, and it's very difficult to pinpoint that who will get finalized, because it all depends. It's not only our choice; it's the partner's choice, possible, probable partner's choice also, because we have so many conditions to fulfill on both the sides. So I think it's premature to talk about who's going to be the partner. But we are talking to multiple players, not only Indian promoters of big conglomerates, but also financial institutions, high net worth individuals, our dealer partners, and also eventually some employees also will have stake in the company. So we are talking to multiples, and hopefully the first stage of announcement we can do in this year.
Right. The first stage would be, of course, identification. That's the usual procedure. Also, I'd like to know what is the outlook currently for the NDMG? You had literally double sales in April 2023 versus 22. Good numbers for financial year closing as well. So, what's the outlook on India's automotive space, and especially the sales
So
sector?
I think our numbers as far as industry is concerned was pretty robust last year. If I take calendar year, it ended up at about 4.15 million units, which is all-time high. And this year, I think the industry will follow the GDP growth, which looks pretty solid, which is 6 to 7%. So I think the industry will follow that growth. Fortunately for us, because we had some chip shortages issues and also we did not get the advantage of the full year of certain products. So this year, we should be targeting much more than the industry growth. So our growth should be 70 to 80% over last year, thanks to one new introduction as well as completion of full
Are you
year.
also still looking at double-digit growth for this year because the industry and many automotives OEMs are targeting about single-digit growth? So, are you still bullish on the double-digit growth?
Yeah, so as I said, we are targeting almost 70% growth.
70% growth. Okay,
Over
that's
last year.
right. That's quite ambitious. Also, Mr. Chaba, you just mentioned about by 2028, 60 to 70% sales would be from EVs instead of the preliminary plan of 30% that you had mentioned earlier during the launch of ZSEV. Why such an increase? And do you think the scope of petrol diesel vehicles will eventually come down and EVs would be a bigger play for MG?
So first, to clarify the numbers, in our current plant, which has a capacity of 120,000, there our EV contribution, because we have two EVs there, so they will be contributing around 30-35% of our sales in plant 1. Plant 2, when it comes, and majority of the new cars there will be EVs. So that's why by 2028 we feel 65 to 70% of our sales may be EV by 2028. Also globally and also in India, we can say globally, the EV trend, the new energy vehicle trend is increasing. India is following it with a lag right now. But more and more players, as you know, are trying to come into EV, and some more mainstream cars will be coming here. So in India also, the penetration will keep going up. So by 2020, 2030, maybe 30% of the whole industry is EV.
But the focus would be on ICE vehicles simultaneously, or would it be substantially or mildly reduced over a period of years?
See, as far as Indian industry goes, the ICE engines are going to stay here for some more time. But like as an example, the latest government panel report came that diesel they want to ban from big metros from 2027. So the diesel usage penetration is definitely coming down. Even in ICE engine, the government is trying to promote E10, E20, and flex engines to to make sure that we are kind of we are not dependent on imports fully. And electrification is happening in a big way globally. In America, in Europe, and China, it ranges from 10% to 30% right now as we speak. In India, it has also gone up on a small base, but still we are less than 2%. So this electrification is there to, this will only grow. And we definitely want to be in the forefront of this EV growth.
But the focus of ICE for MG would be a little lesser, or will it be at par?
No, we have a reasonable presentation. As you know, right now our Hector is petrol and diesel both. So and Hector facelift we have done just now. So hopefully there is more years left in the life cycle of Hector. So yes, we are not getting out of ICE engines, but we are focusing more on the new technologies, the EVs, ADAS, connected cars. So we are focused on more innovation and bringing the latest and contemporary technology at Indian prices by localizing.
That's I think a wonderful initiative that the companies should undertake. Also, towards my last set of questions, how about raising funds? You mentioned about 5,000 crore rupees. How will that come through an IPO route after in the later years, or after big HNIs or your substantial number of partners coming and giving the details of on the equity dilution as well?
No, so this dilution, as I was saying, will happen over a period of time because we talk about MG 3.0, which is 25 to 28. So this will happen in phases. And as we go through, IPO is the last phase of that whole process. But the money will come upfront from these multiple players, as I mentioned. And hopefully we should be able to kick off our second plant after the announcement of the partner.
And with the next set of launches, we are only expecting EVs to be coming up, or we're also
Primarily
expecting.
EVs.
And what is the timeline, sir?
So second plant will take time to get ready, which typically it's 2 years plus kind of a time frame. So second plant will take that much time.
So that how much funds will you require?
So 5,000 crores
that
plus
would be-
we are right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chaba, for joining us. Pleasure is always to speak
Thank
to you,
you
sir.
very
Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share, and subscribe.